Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin and for today's video, this looks crooked, maybe it's not. For today's video, we are going to be doing my November TBR. So I feel like I've done TBRs consistently on this channel for the past couple of months, but my videos in between have been pretty sporadic, which first of all, I apologize about. This is not just a TBR channel. Things just get away from me and my inspiration always seems to come at the end of one month / the beginning of another, and TBRs are super easy to film, even if they are not super easy to accomplish. Sorry Bubs, I just poked him in the eye. But I'm back with another TBR video. Somebody tell me why I read one book and I think that I can read 20 in a month. It doesn't make any sense, but here we are. So I have a huge stack next to me, and I remembered in grabbing books for this TBR that I wanted to finish all of my manga and graphic novels that I own on my shelves by the end of 2021. It's not looking good, I'm gonna be honest with you, but I still want to at least narrow it down, cut it down a little bit. So I have a few of those on there as well to kind of break everything up. And now my dog is digging through his toy bin. It's gonna be loud. Anyway, yeah, that's the goal, is to read a little bit more anyway, because I'm currently like 11 books behind on my Goodreads goal and it's really stressing me out. So let's do our best to change that. So one of the goals that I've set for myself this month is to kind of take my Kindle more places so that I can read in the car and in any downtime that I have while I am wherever I am, if that makes any sense. So I want to go through my Kindle really quickly and see kind of what books I have on here. So one of the first books that I want to read off my Kindle is Regrets by Nicole Dykes. I saw that there was a sale where you could get like the whole series for free, and I ended up downloading every single one but the second one, because for whatever reason I needed to pay for the second one, even though it said that you got the whole series for free. I don't really know what was happening with that. If I end up liking this, I'll pay for the second one and I have the rest of the series for free, so that's really nice. Then I also have Rhapsodic. I'll put the picture up here. I can't fully see who the author is, but that's another one that I want to get to. And then I think I downloaded a couple of graphic novels and stuff on here too that I would like to get to ideally. So I'm gonna try and use my Kindle more. We'll see how that ends up working out for me. I've also been in kind of like a mystery thriller mood because the book that I'm currently reading, which is A Hawthorne Legacy by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, the sequel to the Inheritance games, which if you haven't read that, it's essentially like Knives Out in a book form, and it's amazing. So reading the sequel has really gotten me into like a mystery thriller mood, and that reminded me that this time last year I was reading the book that I'm about to show you, and it made me really want to read it again, even though it's not a mystery or a thriller. It's more dark academia fantasy, and that is A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. I don't fully remember what this book was about. I think it takes place at a magical boarding school where essentially if you think about something bad, it's going to happen. So it's kind of like your mind is working against you, and it's a lot of manifestation, it almost seems like, is how the magic system works, and that's really cool. And the sequel recently came out, and so I would like to read this one. Plus it's not that long of an adult fantasy, and I was reading it pretty quickly. It was really engaging and funny to me, so I would love to pick this one back up again. Then with that, I was like, well, I want to read mysteries, and the first book to this was a mystery fantasy, so maybe I'll do it because it's also one of my most anticipated releases of the year, and I've heard amazing things about it, and that is Kingdom of the Cursed by Carrie Maniscalco. This, we are following one twin whose sister was killed. They're both witches, and they get involved with the 7 princes of hell. I'm not gonna say any more than that. Her twin died in the first book, and she's kind of trying to solve the mystery of who killed her and why, and there's a little bit of a lore of like prophecy going on that she's trying to kind of get ahead of, and this is just the continuation of that. And it's said to be a little bit more new adult than the first one, and there was so much amazing tension in the first one that I'm very excited to read this one. Continuing on with my little bit of a fantasy kick, one that has just been, the next two have been calling my name, but they're not related in any way. The first one is The Bones of Ruin by Raleigh, I believe is how you pronounce it. I have heard no one talk about this, but it sounds amazing. Let me just read you the summary. The world has ended before and it'll end again. As an African tightrope dancer in Victorian London, Iris is used to being strange. She is certainly a strange sight for leering British audiences, always eager for the spectacle of the colonial curiosity. But Iris also has a secret that even strange doesn't capture. She cannot die. Haunted by her unnatural power and with no memories of her past, Iris is obsessed with discovering who she is. But that mission gets more complicated when she meets the dark and alluring Adam Temple, a member of a mysterious order called the Enlightenment Committee. Adam seems to know much more about her than he lets on, and he shares with her a terrifying revelation. The world is ending, and the committee will decide who lives and who doesn't. I'm going to stop reading there, but that's kind of like what is intriguing me. I also really love the like tightrope in London setting with the world ending. That just seems, this book seems like it's got so many random elements, but they all somehow really work together, and that I think is what's drawing me to this. Ever since I picked it up, I've just been wanting to read it, and so I think November is a month that I'm going to try and attempt actually doing that. Then the next one that is just kind of calling out to me right now is Jade Fire Gold by June, I don't know if it's CL10? I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it. I apologize if it's not, but I've been told that this is kind of like Avatar: The Last Airbender vibes, and that sounds amazing. It says her destiny is revenge, and that's really all I needed to know. Plus this cover is beautiful and I've heard amazing things about it, so I wanted to go ahead and pick this one up. What does the back say? Something was awakening, a dark power I had no control over, a power that would save or destroy me. The world thinks I'm dead, and I want to keep it that way until I'm ready to take back what's mine. The next 3 books are completely different like genres and age categories, and then we move on to the manga, so just stick with me for the mess of the rest of this video that it will be, or that is going to transpire, I should say. The first one is While We Were Dating by Jasmine Guillory. I have started this one, I'm not super far, and I am going to try to read more of it in October, so I don't know if I will end up reading this in November, because I might finish it, but I doubt it. I don't know how the rest of the month is going to play out for me. All right, it cut me off because I didn't have any more storage, so I just went through and deleted a bunch of things, but I forgot what I was talking about and where I was in talking about it. I'm pretty sure I was talking about this and how I'm not sure if I'll manage to finish it before November starts, so I don't know if it'll technically be on my November TBR, but I'm gonna put it on there just in case, because I probably won't finish it. But we'll see. I'm just trying to be honest with you guys, you know? Then we have an adult mystery thriller. I don't know which one it technically falls in the category of, but this is another one that I purchased this time last year and I really wanted to read, but I just didn't get around to it. And that is The Roanoke Girls by Amy Engel. I don't know a ton about this. I know it's short and it's gotten pretty good reviews from people that I really trust and have very similar reading tastes to, so I really wanted to try it. But other than that, I literally know nothing. And then we have kind of like an adventure mystery, maybe, but it's a middle grade, and that is The Mysterious Benedict Society by Trenton Lee Stewart. I'm pretty sure this was popular for people my age growing up, but I wasn't ever even aware that it existed, and it sounds really, really interesting and cute. Basically, there's a peculiar ad in the newspaper and dozens of children enroll to take a series of mysterious mind-bending tests. In the very end, just 4 very special children will succeed. They're challenged to go on a secret mission that only the most intelligent and resourceful children could complete. And this kind of gives me like a middle grade vibe of the like quest and being super smart that the Inheritance games and the Hawthorne Legacy kind of give me. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. I know it's not going to be exactly like that because the premises are obviously set up a little bit differently, but I'm hoping it gives me something reminiscent of that, even mildly, because I'm obsessed with those books and I'm not ready for them to be over. That's my predicament. And as I said, the last 3 books that I would be talking about are manga. So the first one is the 9th volume and installation in my favorite shoujo manga that I've read so far, and that is Love Me, Love Me Not. These take me about an hour to read. I honestly might read this in October as well. I'm not sure, but I wanted to put it on here in case. And if I end up finishing this one, volume 10 is at my bookstore, so I might pick that up as well, because these really are my favorite. This is one of my favorite manga series I've ever read. Then we have Watakoi Volume 2. I was unsure about how I felt about the first one, but a lot of people enlightened me that it is kind of like the things that were making me uncomfortable were coming from like a place of sarcasm, which makes me feel a little bit better about it. I thought they were genuine comments that were being really rude, and that's where it was like unsettling to me. But this is just about 4 people. They're like super nerds essentially, and they're in relationships, and all they really do is just hang out and play video games. So it's just like a fun time. This takes me about an hour and a half to read because it is a little bit longer, but I enjoyed the first one knowing now what it was supposed to be, and I think I will enjoy this one even more than I enjoyed that one, going in with the right like mindset and what it's trying to get across, I guess. And the last book on this TBR is one of the bigger ones, and that is Uzumaki by Jinda Ito. I've been trying to make my way through some of his work, and I think I've read 3 books by him so far, and I've enjoyed 2 a lot. One of them was kind of iffy for me, but the other 2 I really enjoyed, and I've heard that this is his best work, and I'm pretty sure it's being adapted, so I really wanted to give this one a go. These don't take me too long. It does take me like over an hour because this one's like 500 pages, but it's not like horrible. So I feel like this is just going to be so cozy, and again, I might start this in October because Halloween hasn't happened yet, and this could be a fun way to kind of like celebrate and stuff, but we'll see. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I am just really in the mood to read. The past couple of nights I've just sat down for like an hour before bed and been reading, and it's been so nice. I've missed it so much, and I have a lot of catching up to do if I'm going to make it to 100 books by the end of the year, because my initial goal was 144, and that's not looking very likely. It's gonna be fine though. I'm fine. I'm not mad about it at all, but it's fine. Anyway, that's it for this video. Let me know what is on your TBR for the month. I am very excited about mine. I'm excited to be reading again and making content. So right now I'm actually gonna go film another video for you guys and hopefully get that out soon. And then later tonight, hopefully I'll edit them and stuff and get some more reading done and everything. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Like I said, let me know what's on your TBR for the month of November or for the rest of the year, depending on how you like to kind of organize that. But I love you all so much. I hope you're doing well, reading, mentally, and otherwise, and I really hope to see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.